vanilla or chocolate. So think from it. Try to talk to your partners, Kaden, Allie, and Caleb and Jeremiah. And why do you want that flavor?
I would put sprinkles on
The sprinkles on the top too.
We both choose vanilla and sprinkles.
Me too. I think I would go, even though I love chocolate, I would probably pick a vanilla. Well, this book is about a little girl named Marta. And the problem with the cupcakes is that she's bringing cupcakes to school for her birthday to share with her classmates. But she's not really certain whether she should bring chocolate or vanilla.
Like she could put chocolate, she could pick two different kinds, like chocolate over here and vanilla.
So the book is really about just that, her thinking through how to solve this problem. But here's the other thing I want you to think about as you read. You know, sometimes authors tell us something directly. Other times they don't say things directly. They let you infer, right? You've been working on inference in class with Miss Piercy, right?
Yeah, we did that yesterday.
So you remember an inference is you take a little bit of what's in the book.
And then you take I'm on my what's beside of this.
And then you put it together, right?
And then you have a story. And then how you read the book.
So here's what I want you to think about as you're reading. I want you to think about what kind of a person is Marta?
She could be a person.
Well, if you're bringing cupcakes for your birthday, that tells me something about you, doesn't it? Probably tells. So we know that about her. We know she's a girl. We know she's a kid.
You know that it's her birthday.
We know that
It's her birthday.
We know it's her birthday.
She's like who likes vanilla? Who likes chocolate? Like we done just yesterday.
Like you did. So here's what I want you to think about as you're reading. I want you to think about what kind of a person is Marta, and then we'll put some of her character traits up on the trait paper. But then I'm going to ask you later to look for evidence, like what clue did the author give you that made you think that? So let me show you exactly how it's going to work, okay? So here we go. I'll do the first one. Marta's cupcake problem. Now I'm reading and I'm thinking, what kind of a character is Marta? What kind of person is she? How would I describe her? Let's see, Marta and her mom were at the store. Marta's mom saw some cupcakes. Your birthday is coming up, Marta, she said. Would you like to take cupcakes to school? So I'm going to pause here because if I'm thinking about Marta, if she's bringing cupcakes, I think she's a very kind person. Because if you weren't kind, you wouldn't care whether your friends have a cupcake or not. And you know how I know she's kind? The clue in the book tells me that look at her face. She's excited about bringing cupcakes to school. That makes her happy.
But she doesn't know which one that she should.
She doesn't know, so you're going to have to read to see what she's going to do.
So she's going to buy two of them and then try to, gonna knock on everybody's door with friends and
All right, so here's what I'm going to have you do. I'm going to let you read this book all by yourself. Okay? I want you to read for two things. One, how does she solve her cupcake problem? But two, here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about what kind of a person Marta is. Is she kind? Is she mean? Is she selfish? Is she proud? No. And then we'll talk about the clues that you can infer about her character. All right? So off you go. When you get your book, you can start reading. And as you're reading, I'm going to come around and take some notes on good things I see you doing. Okay, so off on your own, all by yourself. So there you go. Off you go. You can read it all to yourself. Thanks for laying so patiently. Okay, Chiquita, will you whisper read for me from wherever you're at? Marta.
Chocolate or vanilla? Did not yours know? Would you like to take cupcakes? Yes, said Marta, but will said, what kind do I take?
Good for you. I wonder what kind of cupcakes is she thinking about taking?
Chocolate or vanilla?
Good for you to kind of look at that illustration. That kind of helped you with that word, didn't it?
Marta's mom not said Marta's mom said you did not know.
You know what's great? Can I pause you there for just a second? So when something doesn't make sense, you were so smart to go back and sort of reread it again to make it make sense. The other great strategy you used is when you weren't sure about a word, you went ahead, you thought about what's happening in the story, you looked at that illustration, that must be chocolate. And then finally, the thing that I thought was so great is that you didn't just recorrect the word, but you went back and reread the whole sentence. That helps you put it all together in your head. So good strategy work. Okay, so let's see how she's going to figure out what she's going to do. Nice work there, Jaquita.